Hi, I'm Hillary Wynn, Custom Content Manager with Meister Media Worldwide, the publisher of CropLife magazine. I'd like to welcome Andy Flores, Business Development Director at Grower's Edge. He's going to answer some questions about how retailers can leverage simple, transparent input financing programs to differentiate in a competitive market, strengthen grower relationships, and drive loyalty and sales despite economic pressures. But first, a little about Andy. He has worked in the ag credit and financing industry for over 10 years. Starting his career at Pro Partners Financial, Andy worked with the nation's top retailers on input financing. He then leveraged his credit and underwriting experience as a credit manager at Wilbur Ellis for 8 years. Now at Grower's Edge, he's putting his ag retail credit and financing experience into action, creating value-added solutions for their partners. Andy, welcome.
Hi, Hillary. Thanks for having me today.
Andy, with today's tight margins and high input costs, many retailers are looking for ways to stand out. How can a simplified input financing program help a retailer differentiate in a competitive market?
Absolutely. So I think having a simplified input financing program can help retailers differentiate in many ways. I think the most important one, in my opinion, is when you have a simplified offer, it's easy for your sales agronomists to promote and it's easy for growers to understand. I think with all the different options in the marketplace today, things have become a lot more complicated. Uh, the more offers you have, the more you need to learn and understand the different rates, the different products that are allowed on an offer, the different terms, etc. This could lead to eroded confidence by sales agronomists on promoting an offer, which could lead to them falling back to more traditional offers they understand.
So, retailers who embrace simplicity are showing growers that they really understand their challenges, it sounds like.
Yes, absolutely.
Economic uncertainty is putting pressure on growers' cash flow. How are the best retailers using financing to strengthen relationships and keep growers moving forward, even when conditions aren't ideal?
There's no question there's pressure on cash flow and the overall ag economy for growers today. I think input financing allows retailers to step in and provide a source of capital to their growers at a time that it's needed. We fully anticipate that local operating lenders will be tightening their credit boxes this season. So, in years past, local operating lenders may have provided uh, operations up to 80, 90% of their operating needs. And I think as we head into the 26 planting season, they will be cutting back and maybe only provide up to 70 or 80% of operating needs. So I think this is where retailers, with the help of input financing, can step in and strengthen their relationships with their growers. Input financing can provide that capital needs for inputs that operating lines most likely will fall short in going into the 26 planting season.
We often hear that growers want financing options that fit their needs. What are the benefits of a program that offers simple and transparent financing?
Great question. So I kind of view this from two different viewpoints. So when I put my retailer hat on, a simple, transparent financing program allows me as the retailer to focus on promoting the offer, making agronomic recommendations, and turning inventory faster. When I have a simplified offer, it's also easier for my office admin to run the invoicing, funding, and accounting side that comes along with an input financing offer. There are many hidden costs when it comes to having multiple different offers available at one time. Now, when I put my grower hat on, I want a simple offer that's easy to understand. I want to know what my interest rate is going to be, when my maturity date will be, and what products and services can be financed. So if I'm a grower today, I could see a dozen or more different financing programs per year, depending on how many retailers, distributors, or manufacturers that I'm working with. You have product-specific offers. You have financing offers that offer cash discounts and a lower rate. And the list goes on. There's many different offers today. So as a grower, I now have to spend more time evaluating all these different offers, and that takes time. I want a simple offer that will allow me to buy products and services at a competitive interest rate with a due date after harvest.
Well, and that transparency builds confidence. Growers know exactly what they're signing up for.
Exactly. You know, buying down interest rates to have a more competitive offer. I think sometimes growers can view that as a retailer may be trying to hide the ball, so to speak.
Mhm.
And so when you have a simple, transparent offer, I think it strengthens that relationship with a grower. They don't feel like maybe being sold a bill of goods. Their fertilizer, financing program is going to have a lower interest rate, but they're probably going to be paying for it somewhere else down the line.
As we look towards next season, what advice would you give to retailers who want to optimize or launch a financing program that supports their growers and also drives more sales and loyalty?
Yeah, I think my biggest piece of advice that I would give retailers who are looking to optimize or launch a financing program, for this next 26 crop season, would have to be having buy-in from everybody at the organization. It doesn't matter if you're a large national retailer or a small independent retailer. Making sure everyone within the organization is on board and bought into your financing offer is critical. From the CFO or the owner, all the way down to the office admin who does the invoice and billing. In my career, I've seen it too many times, at that retail level when a new product or program or offer is being pushed into the marketplace and it fails. In my experience, it was because not all levels of an organization were bought in or on board with that new product or service that was being offered. Input financing can change the way a retailer is successful in the marketplace if they go all in on it.
So it sounds like it's all about alignment. When your financing supports your growers, everyone wins.
Correct. 100%.
Where can our audience go for more information?
Yeah, they can visit us at growersedge.com. On the website there, you can submit an inquiry and we'll reach out to get a meeting set up. You can also follow us on LinkedIn.
Andy, thanks again for taking the time to talk with me today.
Absolutely. Appreciate the time today, Hillary.